All right. Good morning, everybody. And I think here's happy Sunday. It is February, already February 18th, 2024. And what I've got today and planned and going to try to riff a little bit on what I wrote, but I laid down an interesting little uh, blog post that speaks to the heart of CrossFit's movement. Kind of, I layer it in a little bit with how we integrate it into our SEMM methodology here at CrossFit Williamsville. But I also bring up a guy that I'd consider somewhat a friend of mine, though I've never met him in person, but I've taken a couple of his workshops. I've hosted a couple of his workshops here, and that's John Rusin, who's a native of my area, but lives in California now, and started the Pain Performance Specialty Certification. And I kind of try to, at the end of this blog post, give him a lot of credit, and then give a sort of theoretical template of what, if you were programming your own stuff at home or at your own gym, how you might apply what I coach. And again, it's not meant to be an exhaustive template. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just giving you kind of a roadmap if you wanted to program your own stuff. So I'm going to start kind of reading from the post, and then I'll probably expand a little bit on it. So I hope I'm not boring you too much on your Sunday mornings. And we're going to begin with a quote from the founder of CrossFit, Greg Glassman. It's one of my favorite quotes. If you're a member of mine, you've heard it before. I've referred to it often. It's the magic is in the movement, the art is in the programming, the science is in the explanation, and the fun is in the community, by Greg Glassman. Now, this simple and profound statement could very perfectly encapsulate the essence of CrossFit. It's at the very core of CrossFit Williamsville's philosophy, our commitment to health and performance, and really all aspects that encompass that. And we can take that statement and we can marry it very, very beautifully to the simple template that we use called SEMM. That's SEMM, which for us that stands for sleep, eat, move, and then that's the third M, or the third M. The second M is how to manage your mindset in regards to those three aspects, and in particular, how to manage your expectations around sleeping and eating and moving, and then how to manage the stressors that are inherently going to come up when you're trying to sleep right, or when you're trying to eat healthy, or when you're trying to move your body consistently, right? We're always going to be fighting against, you know, life. Life tends to get in the way. And oftentimes how we adjust is what lets us rise above, right? So now today I'm going to focus on the move portion of that acronym. It happens to be one of my favorites, one I practice every day, when I coach every day, moving, exercise, if you would. And hopefully I'll get to unravel a little bit of the magic behind what really purposeful varied training is, and how it can and very much should transcend the boundaries of your gym or our box, and really impact positively almost every aspect of our life outside of the gym. Um, you know, I have to believe movement is one of the cornerstones of our health. I mean, or if you look at our health as like a tabletop, the four legs that support it could be the mindset, the sleeping, the eating, and then of course movement it holds a very big place of prominence there. Now, specifically for our purposes for today, we're going to look at movement that is designed to improve you outside of the gym. So it's the frequent, purposeful, and challenging movement that you come across in the gym. It should be designed, I guess, by the nature of it, to elicit a positive change in your body. And in essence, doing really hard stuff consistently 4 to 5 times a week, so that in everyday life, if you're ever faced with a situation where you're forced into having to do hard stuff, you can do it, and it's not going to totally destroy you, right? Like, that's sort of the goal. Now, over the last 11 years that I've ran a box, or even the last nearly 2 decades that I've been coaching humans on how to move, really research supports this, I think, and then experience has shown me that 4 to 5 sessions of intense, purposeful training per week will and can significantly propel you towards whatever your fitness goals are. It seems like this frequency tends to be the sweet spot. What we follow in the CrossFit methodology, and what we found to be successful a lot, is the 3 on, 1 off work to rest ratio. And even a lot of my members who, my box is only open 6 days a week. So it's impossible to stick with that. But so if you were to do a 3 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off, that could keep your days of training consistent and give you 2 rest days for every 7. Tends to work pretty well. I wrote in the thing, at this frequency seems to be the sweet spot. It's enough to challenge and improve your body, yet allowing for essential recovery. And if we harp in on CrossFit's definition of fitness, which I think I spoke of on a video the other day, is increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains, which is kind of the aim. That's what we're wanting to improve, if you will. It sounds pretty complex, but essentially it's about improving your ability to do varied physical tasks efficiently and effectively. Or as I brought up in my previous video, which isn't mine, but I've heard it said 100 times, we want to get good at moving large loads, long distances quickly, right? And the beauty of training with these constantly varied functional movements is that it's directly applicable to everyday life, right? Improving your fitness level in this manner, it's not just about looking really good or performing well inside the gym. We want it to be about enhancing your quality of life outside the gym, right? Our training should develop strength, should develop endurance, and should develop agility that will make your daily tasks, easier and really improve your overall life experience. Now, here we get to the crux of it. If joining CrossFit Williamsville isn't an option for you right now, or if you're out of state, or if you're not anywhere near me, you still benefit from integrating fundamental movement patterns into your workouts. And this is where I bring up John's stuff. So John Russin, he's an incredible physical therapist. He's a movement coach. He's developed a system of pain performance training, and he bases it on squatting, hinging, pushing, pulling, carrying, and lunging, and offers a pretty comprehensive blueprint for effective training. I think it's one of the best programs out there. These movements and the way we mimic everyday activities tend to ensure that our fitness routine is going to be functional, as it is robust. So now the key to unlocking your fitness potential is to start, right? You have to start. If you want to get in shape, you need to start. You need to start moving hard. You need to start moving consistently. Regardless of where you are in your journey, we can take that. If you're someone right now who's very sedentary, who's very overweight, and you're at home and you watch a lot of TV and you do a lot of sitting, and because at work you work all day and you sit all day, and you may have running through your mind this idea that I can't start CrossFit, or I can't go start a workout. Somehow there exists this idea that I need to get in shape before I get in shape. and I understand it. I understand that the challenge and the enormous amount of courage it would take to come into a gym, a regular gym, or a coaching place like ours. It takes an enormous amount of courage to do it. But I want you to know that we, as a community, or hopefully as a fitness collective, all of us that are coaches understand that. If we haven't been there before, we've coached numerous people who have been there before. And getting started is often the hardest step, but you just have to do it. You just have to reach out, right? I mean, the key to unlocking your fitness potential is to start, and to start now. Fortune indeed favors the bold. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect by taking action today. I love that. Remember, every journey begins with a single step, and every workout brings you closer to your goals. If you're unsure where to begin or need guidance in crafting a personalized fitness plan, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help you devise a strategy that aligns with your goals, capabilities, and lifestyles. Again, you don't need to live in Buffalo. You can walk into my gym. I actually scheduled an appointment today, 2 appointments today on Sunday. Crafting your weekly. So now I'm gonna segue and jump around to. I'm gonna talk a little bit about crafting your weekly workout plan. I'll actually put a link in the video notes to I filmed a video on how I program workouts over a 1 week time. You can extrapolate it out. But this theoretical template is gonna. If John reads it, I hope he can see a little bit of his influence in this one, because I tried to just get outside of my own zone when I put this together. And again, it's not meant to be comprehensive. I'll include a link to the blog post in the notes of this video, so that you guys can link it and go look at it. Because hearing it, it may be harder. Trying to take notes and write stuff down. You could just look at it. But on Monday, we're going through Monday through Sunday, and again, super basic stuff, but just things that how my brain works, and probably heavily influenced from some of John's stuff. But so on Monday, we'll call it a strength and power day. we're going to focus on a squat pattern, back squats, goblet squats, whatever squat you allow you to. We can throw some accessory movements in there, some lunges, along with core strengthening exercises. And at the end of it, after you've knocked out the important hard stuff, we can knock out a quick little high intensity AMRAP style workout that will incorporate, some maybe single leg movement patterns, and then cardiovascular movement that might be jump rope or rowing or riding a bike, or if you're not in Buffalo where it's snowing right now, you could do a little running, right? Or if you have a treadmill. Tuesday, we roll into push and pull. We're looking for upper body strength focused, push-ups, bench press, pull-ups, things like that, where you go back and forth. Accessory movements would be push-ups. Oh, I doubled myself up. Bench press and then push-ups if you're doing it like that, or you could do push-ups and inclined. You could do even handstand push. I mean, there's just a host of getting a push and pull complementary kind of superset style bent over rows. And then for a functional finisher, big fan of this one, farmer's walk. And you could grab something super heavy, walk with it. If you don't have a distance with which to walk, right? Maybe you're stuck in your house, or maybe you can do timed versions of it, right? So instead of doing, 100-meter farmer's carry or 100-foot farmer's carry, across the board, I don't know what fitness level we're at, you can try to grab something and walk with it consistently forward, backward if it's heavy for 60 seconds straight, right? If that's not working, do 30 seconds straight, or find something that tasks that grip. Wednesday, we'll look at an active recovery. We'll focus on something low intensity like yoga, like jogging, maybe swimming. Swimming's great if you have the ability to do it. Focus as far as mobility work. Just take anything that was, I don't want to get in, it's hard to get into an exhaustive mobility routine, but you're going to try to look at areas that, you've been kicking that crud out of the last few days, and roll them out, stretch them out, do things from there. On Thursday, we're going to focus on hinging and core. So there we go. We're going to get into some deadlifts and kettlebell swings, some core stability exercises along with it. We can do planks. We can do active planks, all kinds of fun stuff. Then we'll hit a little Metcon at the end, which might be a circuit of kettlebell swings, box jumps, and properly done burpees, right? On Friday, we're going to knock out a full body work, and the idea is maybe for in a coaching, you could incorporate movements from the entire week long, throw something fun together in a CrossFit style chipper. A chipper is a workout where you've got Filthy 50 comes to mind as one of the most popular ones, but it's like, we're going to do 50 of this movement, and then we're going to do this movement. We're going to do somewhere around 8 to 10 movement patterns. You could include a mix of squats, push-ups, pull-ups, a dynamic movement like power cleans, and then knock it out. On Saturday, we could make it an endurance and agility day. You're going to focus on longer duration workouts, such as a trail run, a series of sprints, and some agility drills you can knock out beforehand. And if you could even split these up throughout the day, so maybe you do one of them earlier on in the day and one of them later in the day, it would be a little more effective. And the importance is, when you're doing these agility drills, you don't want to be too tired, but it's a good time. On Sunday, we're resting and rejuvenating, right? Now, again, this is just a template of what a week might look like, right? The beauty of training this blend of things together should become evident and improvements in your day-to-day life, right? Strength and power that's developed in your legs from squats help activities like lifting heavy objects or climbing upstairs. Upper body strength from push and pull days make tasks like carrying groceries or playing with your kids easy and more enjoyable. And the core strength that you build through all of it should help protect your back during any daily activity you're doing. And what I found is training people through different things consistently helps improve your proprioceptive awareness, which leaks over to every day, right? You should be more conscious of how your body feels when it's moving correctly if you train often enough, or if you train in these kind of ways, right? So, I think it's really important that a lot of us in the fitness world just beat the drum that your fitness should be more than just a routine that you go through in the gym and that you're working to make. And this is my opinion. It might not be congruent with some of your guys', so take it or leave it. But the workouts you do inside the gym should have a direct impact positively on your life outside of it. And I believe wholeheartedly, by following a plan that incorporates the principles of CrossFit and even John stuff, and probably numerous others out there. But if you can do those and put those together intelligently, you're going to prepare yourself, not just for specific sports or activities, but for the demands of what life may bring you, right? Remember, the key to success is really consistency and variety. Keep challenging your body and mind, and you'll see the transformation, right? Hope you guys have a great, awesome, fantastic Sunday, and I hope you set yourself up for a fantastic week. Talk to you soon. Like and subscribe, all this stuff. I'm really good at that promotion. Have a great day, guys.